rock stars, my name's Heather and this is Gender Neutral. As you can see, I have my hair all done up and lovely for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. And now I'm about to start dinner, and it's just going to be a salad tonight with some chicken. Dinner. Ooh, what was that? Alright, let me wash my hands. Okay, hands are all clean. My hair's driving me nuts, so I'm going to use this refrigerator magnet to help me. There we go. Perfect. Don't I look so stylish? It's the new thing, darling. It's the new thing. So today I'm very conflicted. I found out yesterday that my father has throat cancer, and most of you obviously won't know this because I don't really share that part of my life with you guys, but today is an exception because I have no idea what to do. So my father has throat cancer. Me and my father do not get along. There's a lot of circumstances. Just know, like, I really do have a right to be very, 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 very angry at him. You know, that's really all you need to know. Like, I'm not just being some, like, bitch about it. You know, I've tried to put it in the past. It didn't work. But anyways, like I said, I found out yesterday he has throat cancer, and I don't know how to feel, and I don't know if I want to get involved in any way. Mind you, I do technically have a sibling, so it makes it really interesting. You know, there's so many reasons why I feel entitled to hating him, but at the same time, I don't want to bring that up to my brother, really. You know, my brother never really got the father I even got, and to be honest, I think he's kind of lucky for it. I think if he knew what kind of father my father was, then he would feel a lot like me. But the fact is, like, I'm definitely not going to crush the delusion that he has of our father. Like, it's not worth it. It's not going to heal me any to make him angry, you know? But, you know, things like that make it very, very hard for me. The thing is, I really don't want to get involved with my father again. I don't like the guilt and him using it to his advantage to try and see me and talk to me. I mean, the man can't even call. I have not gotten a phone call from the man sober. I don't know if I have ever talked to the man on the phone sober before, ever. I'll tell you one story, and it's just because it's not the worst of things. So I went up for Christmas to go see him specifically. I was still pretty young. I want to say I was 8 or 9. Well, he had just gotten married to this woman named Amber. Mind you, I had never gotten an invite to the wedding. I didn't know they had gotten married. It was just out of the blue. Like, I was the last one to know, his daughter. The last one to know. And so he promised me he'd be there for Christmas. So, Christmas comes, and Christmas goes. And I stay up. And just even waiting for a phone call. Like, I didn't get a phone call or anything. Just nothing. Finally, he calls, like, what must have been, like, 1 o'clock. And, you know, I told him, like, where were you? Why aren't you here? Why weren't you here? He chose to spend Christmas with his new family. And, mind you, they don't have any kids together, nothing. Like, this is all her family, technically. And, you know, I had come all the way down there just to see him for Christmas. I don't think I even received a Christmas gift from him. I don't get birthday cards, I don't get Christmas cards, I don't get none of that. I only exist to him when he's feeling guilty. And that's all that I have. I don't have any happy stories, I don't have any good stories, I just have long stories. Like I said, there's a lot of other stuff. And it's like this deep, dark secret that no one's allowed to talk about, but everybody's still like, hey, army dude, yeah, you fought for our country, thanks. You might be a bad person when it comes to family, but hey, you fought for your country. Yeah. Just because you're a veteran doesn't mean, you know, people should overlook the fact that you're a bad fucking person. I mean, it got to a point, he stole money from my mother. He basically had one of his little pansy-ass girlfriends pretend to be my mother, steal her identity, took out a loan. Yeah, it gets that bad. I mean, the jackass even added my mother. You have the nerve to steal money from my mother. And then you're gonna try and add her on social media? Like, no. Like, no. Leave my fucking mother alone. But it's just those kind of things that just get me. Like, I don't understand why he's so gun-ho about it. Like, I can't sit around and put a plaster on my face while you're drunk as fuck. If I could pretend, I probably would. I would probably try it out. But I can't pretend like I don't hate you. Mind you, this isn't even all the stories. There are so many more stories about how he has just poisoned me, basically, with this negativity of his. You can probably hear it now. I don't know what to do. There was a certain point where I forgave him, and he had kept trying to get in contact with me, and I had basically reached out and I told him after he had countless times Facebooked me. I basically told him, look, I'm sorry. I forgive you, but I really don't want anything to do with you. And I would appreciate it if you respect that and left me alone. And then he basically said some really crappy shit. And, you know, at that point I was like, look, just do as I ask. Bye, you know? And I just don't want to interact with him. I'm sorry he might be dying. Oh, sorry, not really. I'm sorry I'm not sorry. That's the best way to put it. Want to say I'm a better person than that and say I don't enjoy the fact that you might die. And I'm usually not that vindictive. There are very few people that I dislike to that extent. Like, I think he is literally the only one. Everybody is tolerating it on that side of the family, and I understand that. I understand why they tolerate it, you know, it's family. But at what point do we all say enough is enough? Like, I'm sorry you put yourself into this by doing such damage to your body and just being a shitty fucking person, and karma has finally bit you back. But what the fuck do you expect from us? At what point do we stop giving support? Because I'm done. And it's just like every time I feel like I've escaped from this problem, it just comes back. And that's what he is. He's a problem. He's a problem. I wouldn't trust him around your family members. I wouldn't trust him around liquor. I wouldn't trust him in general. I'm just kind of sick of the shit show. When does it stop being my problem? And you know, the thing is, I've given him chances. I've told him, if you get sober, I'll forgive you. So, I know this is a rather TMI kind of subject, and I really appreciate you guys listening. Like I said before, it's not something I would normally make a video of, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. I am just, and I'm angry again. Like, he's dying and I shouldn't be angry. But I just have, at this point, a lifetime of disappointment and regret. Anyways, that's it for Gender Neutral. Thank you guys for listening. And, if you have any words of advice, please let me know. Oh, by the way, I have a job interview tomorrow. Wish me luck. And always remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll put a link there to my next video. And of course, a subscriber link right there. And seriously, like, share, and subscribe. I really need it, you guys. I really need it. I'm borderline about to give up. So, alright, you guys. Peace!